This is the story of Francesca Albanese, tracing her journey from early life through her role as a United Nations human rights advocate, to the controversies that have brought her into the global spotlight. Francesca Albanese was born in Ariano Irpino, Italy. She earned a law degree from the University of Pisa with honors and went on to complete a Master of Laws in Human Rights at SOAS in London. Her upbringing in southern Italy and her academic background shaped a deep commitment to justice and humanitarian advocacy. Early in her career, she worked with the United Nations and other international organizations. She spent more than a decade in roles with the UN Human Rights Office and UNRWA, focusing on refugees, migrants, and international humanitarian law. She also advised governments and NGOs across the Middle East, North Africa, and Asia-Pacific on human rights protections. In May 2022, Albanese was appointed UN Special Rapporteur on Human Rights in the occupied Palestinian territories. She became the first woman and the first Italian to hold this position, tasked with investigating, documenting, and reporting on conditions in Gaza, the West Bank, and East Jerusalem. Her reports soon drew global attention. Albanese used direct and often forceful language to describe the plight of Palestinian civilians, calling for stronger international action. Her recommendations included an arms embargo and supporting International Criminal Court investigations of Israeli leaders. She also highlighted the complicity of multinational corporations in settlement expansions, deepening the controversy surrounding her findings. While praised by human rights organizations, her stance triggered backlash from several governments and advocacy groups. Critics accused her of anti-Israel bias and downplaying the actions of Hamas. In early 2023, U.S. lawmakers called for her removal, citing alleged political bias and comments they deemed anti-Semitic. Watchdog organizations published reports portraying her work as one-sided and inflammatory. Despite the mounting criticism, Albanese continued to publish reports and advocate for accountability. She received recognition for her efforts, winning awards for legal journalism on Palestine and being named Person of the Year by an independent UN publication. In July 2025, the United States imposed sanctions against Albanese. These sanctions froze her assets under U.S. jurisdiction, barred American entities from engaging with her, and accused her of undermining Israel's right to self-defense. The move drew sharp criticism from the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Amnesty International, and other organizations, who called the sanctions a dangerous attack on the independence of UN mandates. Albanese describes the sanctions as politically motivated and reaffirmed her commitment to her work. Additional challenges soon followed. Allegations of financial misconduct surfaced, suggesting she may have violated UN ethics rules by accepting outside funding for travel. UN oversight bodies launched a procedural review, while human rights groups argued the accusations were part of a broader attempt to discredit her mandate. Throughout these challenges, Albanese has continued reporting and public speaking. Her determination to hold parties accountable has turned her into both a celebrated figure in international human rights circles and a lightning rod for political attacks. Today, Francesca Albanese remains one of the most polarizing figures in the UN system. Supporters see her as a courageous advocate for the oppressed, while detractors argue she has politicized her mandate. As the world watches, her work continues to influence global debates on accountability, justice, and the boundaries of human rights advocacy.